Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So guys, in this video we are going to see what is forward ref in React.js. So while we were discussing the previous video where we have seen what is use ref hook in React.js, we have came across an interview question which is what is forward ref in React.js. So in this video basically we are going to see the answer of that question, that is what is forward ref in React, and then we are also going to see a practical example of forward ref in functional components. So let us first of all see what is forward ref. But before that, if you are new to the channel and if you are not aware, I have a complete playlist on React.js. So you can see this playlist and get your understanding increased on different topics of React.js. So let's start. First of all, React forward ref allows parents component to move down or forward refs to their children. It gives a children component a reference to DOM entity created by its parent component in React. This helps the child to read and modify the element from any location where it is used. So basically, in functional based component, when we have to use the concept of ref, we have a hook called as use ref. Now in the last video we have seen that if you have to work in only one component, it was easy. So we'll go to the code editor. So this was our app.js, right? So this is the code which we have written in the last video, where what we have done is we have written all this code, and at that time we were only working in just one component. Okay, now in this video we are going to see a use case where we have two components or multiple components where the ref needs to be passed from parent to child. Okay, in that case how do we do it? So in that case mostly we have to make the use of forward refs. So let's try to achieve that. So this is my app.js and this is the child.js. Okay, child.js is the other component. This is also going to be our functional component. So I'm going to create a functional component here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this input from my parent component and I'm just going to put it in the child component. Okay, so our child component is nothing, it just has this input. Okay, now what we are going to do is next thing, since we are going to use forward ref, so we need to import forward ref also. So how can we import forward ref? So in the child component we need to import forward ref. Now this forward ref is a wrapper. Okay, so wherever you want to use this, you have to wrap your component inside the forward ref. So in this way you have to do it. Okay, now the next thing is all this code is going to be remains the same, because we are going to use ref in we are using ref in functional component. So we are going to import this hook, and then we are taking a constant or a variable which is input ref, and we are initializing with null. Then this is our function, which is like basically defining what needs to be done on the button click. Okay, and the next thing that we have to do is now we have to call this child component into our parent component, right? Because we need to show the input. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import my child component here. So import child. Okay, and then I'm going to write it over here. So in this way. Okay, now I have imported my child. Now I want to pass my ref, okay, to the child component. So how will I do it? So ref equals to input ref. Okay, and here I need to get that ref. So what I'm going to do is how I get the props in the same way, I'm just going to get ref in this way. Okay, so in this way we have just not done anything, we have just moved our code, the input from parent component to the child component, and then we are passing the ref from parent to child. So now let us go to our front end and we will see how does this work. So if you see, we are getting an error. So the error is because whenever we are passing the ref and getting it into our child component, we have to pass two things, that is props and ref. Okay, so here I also need to write props and then ref, and then when I'll save it, you will see the error will be gone. Okay, so this is the important thing that you have to take care, that while passing ref and getting it inside your child component, you also have to pass props. Okay, and then you can get ref. So now if you see, when we click on update input, all the things are happening simultaneously. That is like the value is getting set to 1000, color is changing to red, and the focus is going on the input. So basically we have done the same thing which we did in the last video, but this time we are doing it in two components, that is parent to child. So in this video what we have done is we have created a like functional component app.js and the child component here. we have put our input in the child component, and then from parent component we are referencing the child component in this way. Ref equals to input ref, and then here we are passing the props and ref, and then in this way we are setting the value. So I hope now you have got the understanding of what is forward ref in React.js. So if you have any doubts related to this, you can ask in the comment section. And that's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel.